We went on a romantic weekend, and we were having fun in bed. During the act, I accidentally called him by my ex-boyfriend's name. He hasn't replied to my text in 2 days. Is my relationship ruined? My boyfriend, Mike, is 23 and I am 25. Mike and I booked a very nice hotel for last weekend, December 6th to 8th, in the city, and we were planning to enjoy it together as we've been dating for 6 months. We were having sex on Saturday and it just got really intense. He started dirty talking and I did too, and during sex he said my name, I effing love you. I don't know why, but I said my ex's name, Adam, instead, like, oh Adam, I love you too and I love when you F me. I know I made a big mistake because their names are really different. I don't know what I was thinking. I probably wasn't at the time. It's worse because Mike and I actually ran into Adam a week or two ago, but Mike is much more good-looking and better in bed, so I know it's not an insecurity of his. When I said it, Mike literally got off me, started putting his clothes on, and told me he needed space. He started packing his things even though we had 2 more nights booked at this super expensive hotel. I got a little upset and tried to hug him and bring him back, but he just pushed me back onto the bed and he said, "Leave me alone." Since then, I texted him a long apology, but he hasn't replied to me in 2 days. He didn't even read my message. We have red receipts. What should I do? He's been so good to me and I can't bear to lose him now. Best comments. You've texted him a long apology, so all I can tell you is to leave him alone for now. Calling someone an ex while F-ing them is bad, but can be forgivable. But with the whole sentence you said, this very likely may not be recoverable. That full sentence is going to ring in his head over and over. When she said that sentence, the poor guy's gonna think something's been going on. Which I'm not accusing OP of, but with the timeline of the story and events, the boyfriend may think different. I don't think any guy or girl would ever forget something like this, especially during sex. Whether or not OP was faithful makes no difference. If I was ever having sex with her again, that's all I would hear in my head. It would forever change the sex, if not ruin it completely, and create insecurities and trust issues. The poor guy even said, I effing love you, before being hit with that. I'd be devastated. I'm sorry, OP, I don't think this relationship will go further. Update, 14 days after the first post. He texted me later that day saying he's unsure of being in a relationship even though it was a mistake. Then a couple days ago, he wanted to meet for coffee. It was very short. I have been texting my ex since we ran into him, but that was because we are getting closer to the holidays and I wanted to catch up. All platonic. Mike asked if I was still talking to Adam since we ran into him, and I said yes. He basically told me that it was the first time he said, I love you, and to hear me say someone else's name back was unforgivable. And then he emphasized the rest as if I didn't already know it was a mistake. He didn't care for any apology and said that he hopes I don't make the same mistake with my next boyfriend. 6 months gone because I mixed up a name. Best comments. So, you continue to talk to your ex and tell your, boyfriend you're still doing so after all that? Yikes. When are you and Adam gonna start hooking up? That's the next step. Wait 5 days until she can't be lonely anymore, lol. What makes you think they haven't already? In the initial thread, I was mostly on her side. To me, it was just a badly timed brain fart on her part, and I felt his reaction was overblown. Reading the update, I think it's clear there were a lot of details being missed here. Even if she isn't still hung up on her ex and it was a stupid foot-in-mouth moment, every step she's taken after the fact is just one bad choice after another. Sorry, but your update makes me think he did the right thing. It doesn't sound at all like you just mixed up a name. You had just both met him and you had started messaging him after that. It really seems that you are trying not to acknowledge that you were thinking about him.